This video is a small section of the podcast with our special guest. If this topic interests you, you must watch the full podcast by clicking the link in the description below. You will definitely enjoy the conversation. So let's begin. When we say the word Tantra, it is such a broad subject. But where did it all come from? What is the origin of Tantra?
To look at the origin of Tantra is in fact not an Indian way of looking at it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we never believed in the origin of anything.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's Anadi. Adi is origin, Anadi is without origin. So when you look at the traditional origin of Tantra, you can see Bhairava, from which Tantra came out. Like the universe came out. Universe was also not created in Hindu mythology or even the agamic sciences and all. It is said that so kamayadi bahusyam prajayate. I was desirous to I was desirous to evolve into universe, and I evolved into universe. This is the statement. Like that, Bhairavi wanted to get tantras out of Bhairava. So if you want to get something out of me as a knowledge, what will you do? You'll ask me questions, right?
Yes.
Like the same way, Bhairavi asked the first question about tantras, and he illuminated the tantras to her. And it is said that it is 9 crore mantras were there. We call it as Navakodi Vistara in Tantra. But when Bhairavi received it, it was only Ashtakodi Vistara. 1 crore was lost. Transmission loss. You know that, right?
Yes.
When I speak something, you'll understand some part of it. You'll miss some part of it.
Yes.
Right? And if you reproduce the same talk to someone else, he will miss some part of it. Like the transmission loss happens. So when Bhairavi received it, she got only Ashtakodi Vistara. She gave it to Swachandanada. And when Swachandanada is another form of Shiva, when he received it, it was only Saptagodi Vistara. And from Swachandanada, his consort, Aghoreshwari or Sagala Bhattariga received it. Then it became 6 crore mantras. Shatkodi Vistara. From Aghoreshwari, it went down to different people in the celestial realm. At the end, we can see in the celestial realm, it was received by Garuda, and from Garuda, Vasuki received it. When Ravan visited Kailas, he got it from Vasuki.
Okay.
By then, it was almost lost. Some part of it was only preserved. Very less. Ravana received a minuscule amount of Tantra from Vasuki. And Ravana took it down to earth. From Ravana, Vibhishana learned it. And Vibhishana went to Sri Rama. He changed his, what do you call, in the present politics and all we talk
Party.
about, right? He changed the party. Okay. And he joined the alliance of Rama and Lakshmana. And he gave that knowledge to Rama. From Rama, Lakshmana received it. From Lakshmana, Siddhas received it. From Siddhas, Dhanavas received it. Dhanavas are Asuras. From Asuras, Guhyas received it, who are living in Patala, Guhya Loka.
Okay.
From Guhyas, Manavas received it. We received it.
Okay.
That's how Tantra was transmitted from Bhairava to Manavas. Till the end of Dwapara, this was the lineage of transmission. But by the end of Dwapara, Tantras were lost. Not lost, it went into incognito mode. People forgot about Tantra because of the Kali Yuga. Kali started and people forgot the self-realization technique.
At the end of Krishna's time.
Yeah, at the end of Krishna's time. Till Krishna, it was preserved. When Krishna left, the divine illumination was lost. And Krishna was a practitioner of Tantra. And it might be a controversy.
It's a controversy.
If you ask me which path of Tantra he practiced, I'll say Kapalika Tantra. Very much. And his connection to Dwaraka, Somnath and all.
Okay.
Somnath was a temple of the Kapalikas who carried the skull.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. Okay, Krishna definitely was a Kapalika. No doubt about it.
Okay.
You look at the practices of Krishna, you cannot find anything Vedic or Vaishnavik in that. It's all the Shakti Shaiva Tantras. And even Tantrics believe that Krishna is to Kali. Krishna is Kali herself. I'll leave that matter. We'll come to a point. So when Kali entered, Tantras were lost. So what happened was, Shiva, the ever compassionate one, wanted to re-illuminate it, rekindle the spirit of Tantra. So in Himalayas, he took the form of Sri Kandanatha. Sri Kandanatha is incarnation of Shiva, through which he again started illuminating the Bhairava Tantras, Rudra Tantras and Shiva Tantras, which makes the whole corpus of Shaiva Tantras. Sri Kandanatha taught Tantra to his two disciples, Durvasa and Sanat Kumara. Sanat Kumara was not into propagating Tantras. He was into self-practice and he did so. Durvasa wanted to propagate it. So Durvasa, from his mind, created a mind-born son. He was not married. And also two more sons were created from the mind. They are Srinada and Amardhaga. To Trayambaka, he taught non-dualistic tantras. We call it as Bhairava Tantras. So all the Bhairava Tantras was taught to Trayambaka. These are the 64 Tantras. 64 very important Bhairava Tantras. Why is it called as non-dualistic? Because it makes you Shiva. Like Vijñan Bhairava Tantra talks about. Vijñan Bhairava Tantra is a technique that makes you Shiva. Not lesser to Shiva. Not a worshipper of Shiva. But Shiva himself. Shivatva, Bhairavatva is offered. These are the Bhairava Tantras. To Srinada, he gave Rudra Tantras. That is Beda Tantras. So for the first one, Bhairava Tantras is called as Abheda Tantras. To Srinada, it is Beda Tantra, which we can call it as mono-dualistic Tantras. I don't know how apt is the English translation for that, but still to understand. So mono-dualistic Tantras is Beda Tantras, where Shiva is there and I am there. And I am worshipping Shiva. I can look like Shiva. I can be like Shiva, but not Shiva. Got it? Still you are in the lesser level. That is the Beda Tantra. To another one, Amardhaga, he gave Shiva Tantras. Shiva Tantras. So Shiva Tantras is the dualistic Tantras. Beda Tantras. Where Shiva is distinct from you. Shiva is the Lord and you are his worshipper. Together, this Rudra Tantras and Shiva Tantras make Shaiva Siddhanta. And the Bhairava Tantras are there. So it was given to Trayambaka. Trayambaka created one mind-born son named Trayambakaditya and a daughter Ardha Trayambaka. And he gave non-dualistic Bhairava Tantras to both. So Ardha Trayambaka school of Tantra is again in an incognito mode, which is only taught by women. Women are only initiated into that.
Okay.
And it is said that it is lost now, but I don't think it is lost. It's a kind of Illuminati, which works in certain areas of India. Basically the Kangra area of India, the Jalandhara Pida, up to Haryana, Himachal and all that. There are Rahasya Yoginis, secret Yoginis, who are in the Ardha Trayambaka school of thought. They initiate only women.
Okay.
It's like that movie, you remember that, Wonder Woman, something like that, I feel. Okay. And Trayambakaditya also practiced the Bhairava Tantras. Trayambakaditya created 15 mind-born sons and imparted this knowledge to them. 15th one was not capable to create mind-born son. Because as transmission laws, energy, power and all these things also get lost, right? So he married. He married from Kashmir. And a son was born to him. It's called as Sangamaditya. Sangamaditya married and he got a son called Arunaditya. Sangamaditya, Arunaditya, and from Arunaditya it went to Ananda. From Ananda to Somananda. Somananda to Utpala. Till Utpala or till Somananda, it was following father-son relationship. But from Utpala, it is Guru-Sishya relationship. The knowledge was transmitted as from father to his sons. But from Utpala, Somananda gave it to Utpala and he was not the son of Somananda but the Shishya. From Utpala, we can see it came down to Lakshmana Gupta and from Narasimha Gupta to Abhinava Gupta, from Abhinava Gupta to Kshemaraja, from Kshemaraja to Yogi Raja, and for a longer period it was again lost. And Swami Rama appeared in Himalayas. And from Swami Rama, it was again rekindled. From Swami Rama, it went to Mehtab Kagh. From Mehtab Kagh, it went to Swami Lakshmanju Maharaj, which makes him the last Shaiva master. And from Lakshmanju Maharaj, it went to Alexis Anderson. It went to Mark Diskowski. So from Shiva to America, it went. And now we are getting back from America to here. Like it's like a pizza effect. You know what is a pizza effect? Pizza was initially invented in Italy. Then people were not interested about that. Then it went to America. Then came back to Italy. Now it's very popular there. Like the Tantra was here. Then it went to America. Now it's coming from there. And people are interested in. I'm not joking because Oxford Center for Hindu Studies has a chair for Tantra. Hamburg University has a chair for Tantra. Most of the world renowned universities has chairs for Tantra. So when scholars who deal with this prestigious science comes with the scholarship and present paper, then it has got an academic glamour and people are drawn into that. I'm talking about the academic world, not about the popular Tantra practice and all. So that's the origin and the genesis and all. If you talk about the origin or genesis and the lineage of Tantra masters.
Hope you enjoyed the conversation. To watch the full podcast, click the link in the description below.